everybody. Welcome to Appa's Kitchen. I'm a little bit sick today, so I decided that I was going to make some soup. I have a container of chicken broth that I had in the freezer. So I'm just heating it up now. I threw in some carrots and celery. And then I'm going to have it with pastine, acini di pepe, which we just called pastine. It's a really great pasta for soup when you're sick because it's small, easy to swallow. In the soup is going to go some spinach and then an egg and cheese mixture, Locatelli, pecorino romano, and some eggs, probably 2 eggs. So I'll show you how it all comes together in a minute. My pastine is cooking and it has about 4 minutes left. So I'm going to get started here. So my broth smells great. The vegetables are soft. And I decided I'm going to put the cheese and the egg in first and then add the spinach because it's a nice low boil now. This is perfect for the cheese. So what I have are 2 eggs and some Locatelli cheese. I didn't measure it. I just added it until it looked right. You know how that goes. So it looks right. So I'm going to add that to my broth and then just kind of give it a little stir to separate it. And then I'll add the spinach. I hate to waste any of it. There's still some in the bowl. All right, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir. At this point, I can bring up the temperature a little bit. So this is like a egg drop soup. I think this might be called stracciatella. For me, it is, I just turned off the pastine by mistake. For me, it's spinach with egg and cheese. All right, so it's starting to separate now. It's probably cooked, and I would say it's safe to put the spinach in. So I like it when there are like little clouds of kind of like curdles rather than it just melted and coloring the soup. So that looks pretty good to me. So let's see what happens when we add the spinach. And I'm also going to put some broth in this bowl and get that last bit out. Okay, I have this much spinach. It was about a handful, a generous handful of spinach. I chopped it up a little bit. In it goes. Gonna let that cook a little bit. And my pastine has 1 minute to go. I have this much pastine. Normally I wouldn't add the pastine to the soup, but there's not a lot of soup here. I just made a mess. There's not a lot of soup here, and I'm going to eat it all. So mix that up a little bit. Pastine's still a little bit hard, so I'm going to let it cook for a minute. All right, it's tasting good. It smells great. I'm going to turn it down and then put it in my bowl. Okay, here it is. Chicken soup with spinach, Locatelli and egg and pacine di pepe or pastine. Mm, so good. The spinach just tastes great in it with the egg and cheese. The carrots and celery are perfectly done. And my chicken stock is good. So this is going to be a very healthy, warming, satisfying meal. Try it. Let me know what you think. See you next time.